Hi everyone, this is Jasmine Elena Arolfo. Welcome to my class. So in your other subject, Empowerment Technologies, you have been asked to create a site. So your e-tech teacher or your Empowerment Technology teacher and I agreed that she will be the one to check your layout or your site, and I will be the one to check your content. Now, my question is, what do you want your readers or your viewers to see when they first click on your site? What do you expect them to first read when they go to your homepage? Yes, Max? Okay, very good. That is what is your blog about? Or what is this about? What do you want to write about? In this lesson, you are going to write an introduction for your blog or your site. Before we go to the writing activity, we are first going to have reading. So we are going to read an example of an introduction, and we are going to read the guidelines or the tips on how to write a blog introduction. So before we read, we're going to look into the different words and expressions used in the material that may be new to you. The first is elevator speech. Okay, Maya, will you read what do we mean by elevator speech? Okay, very good. That is a brief speech. It will outline your idea about your product. The name came from the idea that your speech should be in a short time only, like as long as an elevator ride. That is about 10 to 20 seconds. Okay? The other word that we may encounter in what we will read is the word smack. It is a sharp or a slap or a blow. It is typically given by a palm or by a hand. Next, we have a canoes. It is a narrow boat with pointed ends, and it is propelled by a paddle or paddles. Next expression is ruffle some feathers. To ruffle some feathers means to upset people or to offend people. For example, what you wrote may ruffle some feathers, or the speech may ruffle some feathers. Okay? Next, or the last in the list is plagiarize. Plagiarize means to do something clever or unexpected, to give yourself an advantage. So those are the words and expressions that we will encounter in our reading task. Now that we have discussed the different words and expressions that we may use in our reading task, you may go ahead and click the link that I sent you, and you may read the text. Now, I want you to think about your hobbies and interests and your blog sites. You are going to write your own introduction, create 1 to 2 paragraphs of introduction, and bear in mind the tips and principles about writing an introduction, just like what you have read. Also remember to observe subject-verb agreement and always use first person. You are also advised to write using present simple tense or present continuous tense. Your paragraph should cover a self-introduction and a description of what your blog is about. So do you have any question? Okay, if you don't have any question, you will be given 10 minutes to start writing, and you may start now. I will be here and checking on you individually if you have any questions. Okay, everyone, time's up. Now that you're done, I sent you the link to Google Sheets. The Google Sheets that I sent you has
three columns. The first column are your names, and then the second column is where you are going to paste your paragraphs. On the third column is the space for peer reviews. Each of you already have your learning partners. So what you're going to do is find the works of your learning partners and then write your review on the cell opposite to their works or to their paragraphs. Okay, everyone, time's up. Now that you have finished writing and now that you have finished the peer reviews on each other, you may start considering your learning partner's suggestions, or you may also not consider it. Also, you may consider my suggestions when I talk to you individually, and then revise your paragraphs. The next step is that you are now ready to post your introduction, your blog introduction on your sites. What you're going to do is to send me the URL to your blog site. You are going to write it as a comment to the assignment that I posted on Google Classroom. Do you have any question?